Hi. We're in a very busy second road here in the entertainment capital of Thailand, Pattaya, of course. We're at the Dusit D2 Barracuda Hotel and we're about to do a journey to South Africa. The journey is to experience a wine dinner. The wine dinner is from the Hildebrand wine estate. Very special and wonderful wines indeed. So we're going upstairs to the 6th floor to the Sunset Lounge, a very popular venue indeed in Pattaya for pre-dinner cocktails. So you may care to join me as we experience this journey to South Africa. Here we go. Well, we're now upstairs, we're in the Sunset Lounge and it's pre-dinner drinks time. You will recall this item, could be called an instrument, could be called a musical something, but it's actually a vuvuzela. And the vuvuzela was very famous during 2010, and the reason for that I'm going to ask my guest. He is His Excellency, the South African Ambassador to Thailand. Welcome to Douglas Gibson.
Thank you, Alan.
Douglas, this vuvuzela been very famous and it's reached new heights in the big wide world.
Well, the rest of the world had never heard of the vuvuzela, which in Thailand they call the woo-woo-zela. And now the whole world knows about it. In fact, it's got into the Oxford English Dictionary, I understand. So it's a world-famous musical instrument.
Your Excellency, during the course of last year, there were extremely successful promotional activities here in Thailand, and I know that you headed all of them. But what has happened to the country since July of 2010? Where's it going?
Well, I think South Africa is doing well. We're not coasting along after 2010 because it's now 2011 and you have to come with a new trick. We've been elected onto the Security Council of the United Nations as for a 2-year rotating membership. We're also now just about to join BRIC, which is the major developing economies of the world: Brazil, Russia, India, China, which becomes BRICS with South Africa.
Yeah.
And we're going to use this to promote the African agenda, knowledge about Africa and South Africa, and persuade people to come and look for themselves, come and see what South Africa's about.
Absolutely. And Your Excellency, what is South Africa all about?
Well, it's one of the most interesting countries in the world. It has 11 official languages. So, you know, we have many tribes, many colors, many religions. And what we've had to learn is to be tolerant of each other. We think that that is something that's extraordinarily important. We're also committed to uplifting our people and giving people a decent life, decent work. And it's a great battle. It's not easy in a developing country to do all of that, but we're trying our darndest.
Your Excellency, also trying your darndest has been wonderful at all of the different promotions that we have. And in the last 2 to 3 years, we have been involved in wine promotions, promoting South African wine, the future of South Africa's wine industry.
Well, I think that future is a very good one. You know, we've been producing quality wines in South Africa for 350 years. And we're classed as a New World wine because we are part of the New World. We think that for price and quality, we compare with the best in the world. And many people are in Thailand and elsewhere have never tasted South African wines. I want them to give them a try and to see whether they agree with me that these are good for price and quality. And if they do, then they must recommend them and they must drink them.
Fantastic. Just a quick one, if I may. There was a lot of publicity in South Africa about yourself going to Myanmar and meeting the famous Aung San Suu Kyi when she came out. Your comment?
Well, Aung San Suu Kyi is a remarkable woman, and it was one of the highlights of my public career, which is a long one now, having met her. You must remember that it's the job of an ambassador to be in touch with all shades of opinion in a country, and that's what we are in Myanmar as we are in Thailand. You've got to be in contact with government, with opposition, with those who aspire to power. I think my government has made it clear that we want the country of Myanmar to advance on the road to a negotiated solution that's acceptable to everybody. And we're going to do whatever we can to assist the people of Myanmar, of Burma, to reach that goal.
Well, there you are. That's His Excellency and his ambassador, not only to Thailand, but also Cambodia, Laos and Myanmar. Your Excellency, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. Pleasure being here.
Totally sold out. That's the sign outside the hotel, and we're at the Dusit D2 Barracuda Hotel. It's a joint venture for the Hildebrand Wine Dinner between the Dusit D2 and also the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce. A great pleasure to work with a true professional. He is the General Manager of Dusit D2. Welcome to Michael Ganster.
Thank you, Alan. It's so great to have you here.
Michael, tell our viewers about this wonderful hotel of yours.
I mean, Dusit D2, a lot of viewers, I guess, in Pattaya know the place already. It's a 5-star deluxe property, the second generation brand of Dusit International. We are priding ourselves that we are really small luxury, 70 rooms, 5 outlets, and everyone who hasn't been here, please come.
What do you offer? I mean, this event is particularly successful and you're sold out. What else do you offer other than rooms and bed nights?
Now, of course, we have a beautiful restaurant, SEA restaurant, Southeast Asian cuisine with focus on Vietnamese food. We have a beautiful nightclub, the Deep Bar, which is very successful on the weekends, and the poolside, the lobby bar, and the most spoken rooftop venue, the most high-end venue. This is the place where you currently are, is the Sunset Lounge. Very famous, our monthly full moon parties.
And Michael, who are your customers?
I mean, mainly we have single travelers, couples, honeymooners. We also get a fair share of families, but with the location, I would say it's the ideal place for people in love and couples, singles as well.
Well, congratulations on your success tonight. Thank you very much indeed for your cooperation, and go well in the future. Michael Ganster.
Please come back. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
As you know, this is a joint venture, and the joint venture is between the Dusit D2 Hotel, Greeny Hildebrand and her wine estate, and the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce. My pleasure to reintroduce the President of the Chamber, who's back again for another 12 months. I'm very happy to say, Maurice Bromley. Maurice, congratulations.
Thank you, Alan. Sometimes I wonder whether it's I don't duck fast enough under the table that I get re-elected again every year. But anyhow, it is a pleasure. I enjoy doing this job, and if I can help South Africa by doing it, then it is a great pleasure to do it.
Well, Maurice, it's not only South Africa you help. I must say you've done tremendous work within the Thai marketplace as well. Let's have a quick look at the year 2011 and what the Chamber has on the list.
Well, as you know, we are lining up several wine evenings throughout the year. We're trying to bring in as much South African wine, or much variety of South African wine as we can. It is a great country for producing wine, and it produces some of the best wine in the world. And so we feel that Thai should benefit from this. There is a very close relationship between Thailand and South Africa, and there's a growing trade, two-way trade between the two countries. So we feel that Thais should also enjoy South African wine the same as South Africans do.
Well, there you are. Thank you very much indeed to the President of the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce, Maurice Bromley. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Alan.
And now, the lady herself. A great pleasure to welcome back to Thailand Greeny Hildebrand. I think it must be, how many visits, Greeny, since we launched Hildebrand in Thailand?
About 8.
About 8, and you've done so well and so successfully. But tonight we have the Hildebrand wine dinner here in Thailand. And first question, the vintages that you're going to put forward in 2011.
It will be 2008 and 2009 and maybe the 2011 rosé.
And Greeny, an animal range, did I hear correctly? You're going to launch your animal range here in Thailand?
Yes, very much so. I have to hurry up with the animal range because I have about 150. So far I only did 2. So it will be the 2 goats, Osa and Emma, and it will be the horse. That will be a red wine. It will be wild style. And then I got a big surprise for my 10 years anniversary. I did a real champagne.
Wow. Tell us about the champagne.
But also, like everything different with Hildebrand and not really off the shelf. I did not use the traditional grapes like Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. I used Chardonnay and Malbec. Beautiful color, copper color, and yes, I opened a couple of bottles because it's very difficult to see what's going on in the bottle fermentation, and you cannot really check every time, but you know, you get nosy and you want to know what is going on, and I, with a big loss, you know, the bubbles are coming out, losing half of the bottle, but it looks promising.
What can we expect from Hildebrand in the future?
Well, every year I try to create something new. Of course I will carry on with the animal range, but I'm also busy making a port. Yeah, maybe a sherry. And maybe another exciting blend with about 4 different grapes varieties.
Wow. Now, Greeny, when we announced that this Hildebrand wine dinner was being held here in Thailand this week, a lot of people were saying, what's happened to that wonderful sleepless nights? There's none on sale. Sold out.
This is the problem. I got lots of them on the farm. I got lots of them in South Africa, lots of them in Wellington. It's doing actually very well in the restaurants in South Africa, in Cape Town specifically. But I must get my agent Reinhard to get moving. That you can get, because yeah, I also was asked for sleepless nights, and we haven't got a sleepless night.
Well, there we are. Thank you very much indeed to a wonderful lady, a real creative professional she is, and we look forward to the wine dinner tonight, and Greeny coming back later this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We were in South Africa a short while ago. It was a great pleasure to be on the Hildebrand Wine Estate. It was Greeny that introduced us to Cheese Factory, one of the most popular and successful in the world. And a Thai gentleman was with me, Kun Passit for Boon Mar. And Kun Passit, what did you learn when you went to the cheese factory, and what did you decide to do when you had left the factory?
We learn about the cheese because we know many kind of the cheese, and I would like to bring the idea from South Africa to Thailand.
Now, the first of the cheeses that you're making in Thailand now, so it doesn't have to be imported, don't have to pay a lot of extra tax, is soft cheese or goat's cheese. Now, where is it made in Thailand?
Yeah, I think we can call it soft cheese because it's really nice, and you can have with the breakfast. And we do at the Lopburi province. They are about 200 kilometers from the Bangkok. It's a really nice place, and I think you will love it. Okay.
Now, I see that Greeny Hildebrand, who we're about to go into the wine, and she's the one who took you and actually took me as well to the estate in South Africa to learn about it. Greeny, can I ask you just to pop in quickly between all your commitments tonight? Now, you took us to the Fairview estate, am I right? It was Fairview. And a comment on Fairview?
Well, Fairview is, we only got about 2 companies who are making goat's cheese, and Fairview, I think Fairview is the biggest one.
Okay.
And wonderful setup, very clean, very organized. And yes, they started only with one kind, but now they really expanded. You add, herbs. They do all kind of things. So it's quite a big range now.
Now, Passit, you've started with one, like Fairview, is that right?
Yes, yes.
And you're going to expand?
Yes, we're planning to do another products, maybe we put more black pepper or something, make it exciting. Yeah.
Okay, Greeny, thank you very much indeed for the introduction, because normally the price is really quite high, but it's wonderful to have good quality cheese, goat's cheese made here. And what are the properties of goat's cheese? What is good about goat's cheese?
I think the property, it must be clean and can make it nicely and clean for make the food good health.
Yes.
I can put something in there. It is not. It hasn't got so many saturated fats. It's on from the health part on that, and of course it's a stronger taste than if you use cow milk. It's quite. You have to get used to it, and it's not everybody's taste. But if you like a stronger cheese with a little bit more flavors, this is goat cheese is wonderful.
Now, interesting, Greeny, your agent, your importer distributor is Food.com, Reinhard Murer, and I believe, Pastor, am I correct, that he's going to represent you as well in certain parts of the country?
Yes, of course.
So anybody looking in now who would like Pasit's goat's cheese, they can either get hold of him directly in Lopburi or in Thailand generally, or through your agent, Reinhard Murer, at Food.com. So, Greeny,
Combination.
Absolutely. Thank you for the introduction.
Hildebrand and Pasit's goat cheese. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you so much to Greeny for the introduction. Thank you. Good luck with goat's cheese in the future.
Thank you very much, Kap Kunaran.
Thank you, Alan. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for my wife Pam and for me to be here this evening. I have some very hard jobs to do as ambassador, and this is one of them, coming to enjoy wine and talk to lovely people and to eat great dinners. That's what ambassadors do in promoting the interests of their country. Our winemaker this evening and the owner of Hildebrand Wine Farm is Greeny Hildebrand. I'm very proud to be appearing in support of her because she's an extraordinary woman.
But it's wonderful. I wouldn't like to have missed this evening. I especially came for that evening just for a couple of days. I'm back on Thursday. But I really would like to welcome you and to enjoy that evening, and as we call it, a journey through South Africa.
Everybody's settling down, a lovely classical theme this evening here at D2, and we're about to enjoy a 5-course meal at Dusit D2 Barracuda in Pattaya. But you know, it's my pleasure to have seen arrive for the dinner tonight a good friend of mine who is also the executive producer of Pattaya Mail Television, and he and I have worked very closely together over the last 2 to 3 years. Paul, welcome.
Well, Alan, thank you, and it's great to see you again, and it's been good for me tonight. I've just been behind the camera enjoying a glass of wine and watching you do your stuff. Very well indeed as well.
You're still the boss, and it's great to see you. Paul, thank you so much. And just say to viewers, I know you couldn't all be here tonight. Yes, we totally sold out indeed. But South Africa, the South African Embassy, the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce, we've got many events coming up during the course of this year. We'd love to welcome you. We'd love you to have a journey to South Africa. From Paul, from me, and from everybody involved in the journey, thank you and good night.
Bye-bye.